Hi, everybody. I'm coming on here just from my kitchen. I was just having, and yes, it's night and it's not like the perfect time to do a video and there's not great lighting, but I just was having the most amazing time with God, and God just dropped something so amazing into my spirit that I just had to make a video about it. And I just had to come on here and share it with you guys. As I was like buzzing around my kitchen and, making things and preparing food and trying to get preparations for things done for tomorrow, I all of a sudden just had this like in the spirit, just like this like flash where like I knew Jesus was watching, or God the Father. It was more like God the Father, that I had the impression of him, that he was watching me, and he just was so happy and content just watching me do stuff and do just the daily things that I have to do. He just like takes pleasure in watching us do them. And I felt like God was like, you need to make a video about this right now, and you need to tell everybody that I love them, that I am overjoyed with them, that I take pleasure in watching them. And it's just so cool. I just want you guys all to know that when you are doing those things, day-to-day things that you think are not worship, you think it's just a chore, you think it's not important, and the enemy's trying to talk to you and make you feel like you're unworthy because you didn't spend 2 hours or even an hour in the Word. Jesus is like, no, your life is a living worship for me, because you live and move and breathe in me and I'm in you. Your life is a flow of worship for me, and I'm watching you, and I'm taking so much joy and pleasure in just watching you and being with you throughout the day as you're doing these daily tasks. So don't think that he's not with you. Don't think that he's not watching you. Don't think that he's mad at you because you didn't spend hours in the Word, because you're a busy mom. And Jesus, I was having a conversation with one of my really good friends, yesterday also, and Monday. We've been having some conversations and just talking about this, that, Jesus, he loves you so much. He's so pleased with you, and he takes so much pleasure in just watching you do your everyday things, and as you do them for him. So just a reminder to do those things, and know that it's okay to do that. It's okay, and it's important to do them unto the Lord. And he's not mad at you. He's not even a little bit grumpy if you didn't. Maybe you only had time for 15 minutes in the Word, or maybe you were extra tired and you didn't get up early and you got a little bit of a rush of a day, and it's halfway through the day and the enemy's beating you up, and you're thinking, oh, I'm nothing. God's probably mad at me because I didn't even get in the Word yet. He's not mad at you. He loves you, and he's taking pleasure in watching you move and breathe and live and take care of those babies and those children that he's given you. And yeah, and I don't know, I was like overwhelmed by what he was showing me just as I was like assembling my blender, and I just had to stop and I talked to him for a little bit. I raised my hands to the sky. I blew him a kiss. I was like, thank you. I love you. I just took some time to just pour into him, because he was pouring into me, and he was showing me how much he was just loving, like watching me do these little things. And it's like, wow, wow, so anyways, even though, we get busy and we don't have enough time that we think we should be spending, in like that religious like type activities that we kind of set up as like, well, I gotta check that off the list to be holy enough. Jesus is like, no. And he's shown me in years past that it's just important that you get it. He told me one time, he said, Leah, it's just important that you get it in you, meaning his Word. He's like, just get it in you every day. And he literally told me, he said, listen to it on your phone. And this was because, years ago, before I had kids, I had time to sit down with my Bible and highlighters and books that I was doing studies, in. And I had time to just spend hours with God. And then when I had kids, I didn't have that kind of time. And the enemy was really beating me up. And I was really beating myself up. And Jesus was like, stop being religious about it, So just listen to it on your phone. Take a little bit of time for him, but not doing it to try to earn his love, because he loves you just as you are. He created you. So of course he loves you just as you are. Stripped down to nothing. You don't have to earn his love. He just loves you. And I've got little ones yelling, Mom, 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 getting out of the shower up there. So it's about to get really loud. So anyways, love you guys. And I hope that blessed you as much as it did me. All right. Have a great week.